So welcome, dear children. Have a good day to all. Today, we are going to discuss a very important part of human body. As in the previous lectures, we have discussed about blood and the composition of blood. Then we discussed about the functions of blood and the blood vessels. Now, today we are going to discuss about the pump of the human body, which is very, very important part. Right? So let's see about the structure of this body part, which you can see here on the screen. That we call human heart. Right? Human heart. So human heart is a hollow muscular bag-like organ made up of powerful muscles. These muscles are very powerful. The human heart is shaped like an upside down pear. The heart is approximately the size of closed fist of an individual. It is located in the chest region between the lungs. And you can see the heart is separated, or heart is divided into left and right parts by a thick vertical muscular wall. See, this I am talking about. Right? This thick wall I am talking about, this one. That is septum, which divides the heart into right and left two parts. That is called septum. Okay. So we know that if you place the palm of your hand in the center of your chest, you will feel a rhythmic non-stop beating. This non-stop beating is the pumping of your heart. The heart is a muscular organ located in the chest cavity. It is about the size of fist. It contracts and relaxes rhythmically to pump blood into the blood vessels, which carry the blood to all parts of the body. Right? Due to this pumping only, they carry the blood to all parts of the body. So the heart has 4 chambers, right? So the 2 upper chambers, these 2, right atrium and left atrium, right? If I will call them together like the plural of these, that can be called auricles or atria, right? This is the plural of these 2, right and left upper chambers, and 2 lower chambers you can see here. These are 2, right and left. These are ventricles, right? So the right side of the human heart contains right atrium and right ventricle, and the left side left atrium and left ventricle. It contains, separated by a thick muscular line that is known as septum. This is the septum. Okay. Now the right side of the blood. So right side of the heart pumps deoxygenated blood. This side pumps deoxygenated blood, means carbon dioxide rich blood, deoxygenated blood, right? And the left side, this one, it pumps oxygenated blood. It pumps oxygenated blood, right? Deoxygenated and oxygenated blood to different parts of the body. And this septum, it ensures that the blood on the 2 sides, right side and left side, they will not mix at all, right? They will not mix at all, right? So this is about the structure. You can see here superior vena cava and pulmonary artery. Yesterday we discussed about pulmonary artery and pulmonary vein because they perform the function different than the normal artery and normal veins, right? So now, as you can see the valve here, tricuspid valve is here, mitral valve is here. So all we are going to discuss about one by one. Now we are going to discuss about the working of human heart, that how does it work? Let's see the working, how the human heart work. Working. So dear children, please listen me very carefully. We know that the heart actually consists of two pumps working together, one on the left side and one on the right side. Very, very important. Very, very important. The heart actually consists of two pumps working together, one on the left side and one on the right side. Now you can see here the two atria. Atria is plural term for these atrium, right? If I am speaking two means I will be using the plural word. The two atria contract first, then they push the blood into the two ventricles. The atria then relax and the ventricles contract to push blood into blood vessels. How does all this happen? Let's start one by one. First is, we can see the large veins. We know that the veins carry deoxygenated blood from the body part to the heart. So how do they carry? So what we can say, large veins carry deoxygenated blood. Deoxygenated blood. Right? They carry the deoxygenated blood from different part. All the body parts, they will collect the deoxygenated blood. Different parts of body here, different parts of body, right? Where they will bring to right atrium, right? So I'm mentioning here first because first of all the deoxygenated blood will come to that right atrium, right? When it receive the blood, then it relax, which relaxes to receive the blood. Okay, now it's collecting the blood. Now when it collect the blood, what will happen? Then after the collection of the blood, the right atrium what it will do, firstly it was relaxed, now it start contracting, then contracts, and then pour this blood which is stored here, pour this blood into the right ventricles here, right? This is blue color presenting deoxygenated blood. The right atrium then contracts and pour this blood into, let's write in short form RV. RV means right ventricles. Right ventricle. Right? Now also this will relax, which relaxes to receive. Right? Because when somebody receives something, though he or she feel relaxed. Same way, whenever they are receiving the blood, whether it's a right atrium or right ventricle, they will relax. Okay. Now when they have to give, then again they will become different. How do they different? Now what will happen? Same will happen with the right ventricle. The RV stands for right ventricle, contracts now, because after relaxing, after collection, it will start contracting and pours deoxygenated blood. Now the deoxygenated blood will be poured to where? Into the pulmonary artery, or deoxygenated blood to pulmonary artery. As we know that it performs the function different than the other arteries. This is the special case, right? Pulmonary arteries. So what they will do, they will carry this blood to the lungs, which carry it to lungs. Very, very important. This is the one part work is done, right part work is done. I'm repeating it again. So first of all, what will happen? These pulmonary veins are there, right? And what will happen first? First of all, the deoxygenated blood, large veins will be collecting this deoxygenated blood from different parts of the body and pouring this, right, to the right atrium. When right atrium will receive this blood, it will relax. Now, when after collecting the blood, it will start contracting, and then the pour down the blood, that is deoxygenated blood, which it has received from the pulmonary veins, sorry, large veins. So then the blood will be passed on to the right ventricle. Now, when the right ventricle will receive, it also feel relaxed. Now, the right ventricle will, what it will do? It will start contracting. When it will contract, so what it will do? It will send that deoxygenated blood to the pulmonary arteries. And from there, the pulmonary arteries will carry this blood to the lungs. Right? Exchange of gases takes place in the lungs, and oxygen-rich blood is sent back to the left side of the heart. Now, dear children, we are talking about left side, right? Now the oxygenated blood, now who will collect here? As we know, left atrium, right? So the blood will enter to the left atrium. So left atrium relaxes. We know that when they have to receive, relaxes to receive oxygenated blood. Now the question arises, how this oxygenated blood, and who will bring this oxygenated blood to the left part, right? So who will bring? Pulmonary vein, you can see here, these will bring that oxygenated blood to the this part, oxygenated blood. So from where it will get? From pulmonary veins, right? They bring the blood from the lungs, right? Then after this, we know that after collecting, what it will start? Then I'm again writing short form LA, left atrium, then contracts, because now it has to send that oxygenated blood to the further parts. And where it will pour, we know that, and pours the oxygenated blood to the left ventricle here, and pours the oxygenated blood to LV, that is left ventricle, right? And we know that what it will do, it will relax, which relaxes to receive it, that oxygenated blood. Now, after collection of the oxygenated blood, what the left ventricle will do? The left ventricle, we know that after relaxing, it will start contracting. Then contracts. right? And pours this oxygenated blood, pours this oxygenated blood into another part that is called aorta, right? Here, which is the largest artery, which is the largest artery in the body, largest artery in body, right? Now this aorta will branches into arteries that supply oxygenated blood. The aorta branches into arteries, right, that supply oxygenated blood, where it will supply to all parts of body, to all cells or body parts, to all cells of body. Now you can see there are walls between the atrium and ventricles, and between the ventricles and atrium on both the sides. You can see here is the tricuspid valve, right, between the right atrium and right ventricle, right? And here also you can see the mitral valve is present here, and one is aortic valve. So what is their function on both sides of it? That ensures that blood flow only from the atrium to ventricle and from ventricle to artery, and not in opposite direction. That is the function of these three valves. Right here, it will flow from atrium to ventricle. Here also, mitral valve will take care, and aortic valve will also take care for the third part, when the left ventricle will send the blood to the aorta. So that is very, very important. So this is all about the working of the human heart. So again, I am repeating this. So dear children, human heart is divided into 4 different chambers, right? Half and left and right. On the right side, we have right atrium and right ventricle. On the left side, we have left atrium and left ventricle, right? Now, if you can see the working, now what will happen? First of all, the large veins will collect the deoxygenated blood. Deoxygenated blood will come here, this portion, that is called right atrium. When it will receive the blood, it will relax. Then after receiving, it will start contracting and pass this blood to the right ventricle, right? Then right ventricle, while collecting, it will also relax. After collecting that blood, right ventricle will again start contracting, and it will pour the deoxygenated blood to the pulmonary artery. You can see blue color, right? Blue color means deoxygenated blood. So it will carry to the lungs. In the lungs, exchange of gases will take place, and then that blood will be purified, and oxygen-rich blood is sent back to the heart. Now, pulmonary veins are here, which will bring this oxygen-rich blood to the left side of the human heart, that is to the left atrium. Now, same thing happens. Left atrium will start relaxing when it will receive the blood. After receiving, it will start contracting, and then it will send that blood, oxygenated blood, to the left ventricle, right? Same way, left ventricle will also relax when it will collect the blood. Then it will start contracting. When it will start contracting, then it will pass that blood to the aorta, which is the largest artery in the body. And then this aorta, you can see this is aorta, full one, and now it's spreading into branches. So these branches will send that blood, will transport that blood to all the body cells, right? So this is the circulation. Dear children, in higher classes, you will also hear this double circulation. Double circulation means during this, the blood passes twice from the heart. This process is known as double circulation. Very, very important. This is known as double circulation. I hope This video is going to help you out to understand the human heart structure and function. Thank you so much.